Okay, let's take a look at a few test questions that may show up on the New Hampshire driving exam. As an applicant for a New Hampshire driver's license, you must furnish 2 forms of ID. One would be original birth certificate, then maybe social security card. If you are a resident of New Hampshire and want to drive a motor vehicle, you must have a valid New Hampshire driver's license. Applicants who are applying for their New Hampshire driver's license may be eligible blank online. Apply. The New Hampshire vision test requires that your eyes read at least 20/40 in both eyes, 20/30 in one eye. Upon change of your name or address, you must notify the DMV within 10 days. An operator license allows you to drive a vehicle with a gross vehicle weight of 26,000 pounds. A youth operator who is under the age of 18 shall not operate a motor vehicle between the hours of blank and blank, 1 a.m., 4 a.m. Can you apply for another state's license if your driving privilege is suspended in New Hampshire? No. A B restriction on your license indicates corrective lenses. To operate a motorcycle, you must have a valid motorcycle license or permit. What is the youngest age one may legally practice to drive in New Hampshire? 15 and a half years of age. One who has practiced driving must be accompanied in the front seat by a driver who is at least years old, licensed, and 25. A legal document showing legal ownership of a vehicle is called a title. Where do you go to title your vehicle? Town or City Hall? When does your registration of your vehicle expire? End of your birth month. No tire is in safe operation condition where it is less than blank of tread depth, 230 seconds. Your safety belt will keep you from thereby helping you to maintain control of the vehicle from moving around. New Hampshire law requires youngsters to wear safety belts until 18 years of age. New Hampshire law requires operators and or passengers on a motorcycle to wear an approved protective helmet until 18 years of age. Right turns on red lights are permitted after a stop except when posted by a sign. An 8-sided octagonal sign always means stop. Is stopping beyond a stop line a legal stop? No. Upon being approached by an active emergency vehicle, you should pull over to the right and stop. If 2 vehicles are about to enter an intersection at the same time, the vehicle to the left must yield. A rectangular sign indicates law or guidance. A yellow sign indicates warning. There are two types of yellow signs. What does each one mean? Regular yellow means general warning. Neon yellow means pedestrian or school crossing. A green sign indicates direction or guidance. A diamond sign indicates warning. What does a pennant sign indicate? No passing zone. Interstate signs indicate directions on an odd first number goes in what direction, north, south. A green arrow on a traffic light means protected turn, go in that direction. A solid yellow line on your side of the roadway parallel to another solid yellow line tells you what two things: two-way traffic and no passing. When approaching a school bus with flashing red lights, you must stop your vehicle 25 feet away. When stopping for a train, you should not be closer than how many feet from the tracks? 15. You should signal your intention to turn at least 100 feet before the turn. The correct hand signal for slow or stop is left arm out and facing down. To make a right turn, you should be in the right lane. When making a turn at an intersection, you should turn into the lane that is closest to you. List as many situations as you can when signals should be used. Changing lanes, parking, at intersections, passing, pulling over to the side of the road. What is the correct procedure to make a lane change? Use directional. Check both mirrors, rear and side. Check over shoulder. Move over to the other lane. Fire trucks responding to an alarm should not follow closer than 500 feet. Stopping distance in terms of following other vehicles should be 4 seconds back. When can you legally pass another vehicle on the right? When the vehicle in front of you is turning left. 2-lane, one-way street, multi-lane highway. When stopped behind another vehicle, you should stay back far enough to see the tires in front of you touching the ground. When there are 3 or more lanes in one direction, the middle lane usually is the smoothest. Check your mirrors continually before turning at intersections. Parking, stopping. From the time you see something while driving to the time that you step on the brake is called reaction time. The The speed limit when passing a school opening is 10 miles per hour below regular speed limit. What time will that opening speed be enforced? 45 minutes before opening, 45 minutes after. What is the speed limit in a business district? 30 miles per hour. What is the speed in a rural area? 35. What is the speed limit on a New Hampshire highway? Minimum 45, maximum 65. The driver of a vehicle must remove keys from an unattended vehicle. Parking is not allowed within 15 feet of a fire hydrant. You should not park a vehicle on a roadway, but if you do, it must be visible for 200 feet. When parked going uphill, you should set the emergency brake pedal and turn the wheels left. Parking is not allowed 20 feet from a crosswalk and 30 feet from a stop sign. The lights of your vehicle must be turned on between a half hour after sunset until a half hour before sunrise. When should you not use your high beam headlights? Driving in fog. What is hydroplaning and what speed does it usually begin? Tires riding on top of water and begins at a speed of 35. You must clear your vehicle of snow and ice prior to driving on any road in New Hampshire. Which way should you steer if you have a blowout? In the direction you want the vehicle to go. The basic rule for all driving emergencies is think before you react. Attach what color flag to your vehicle in the winter if disabled, red. If you must stop along any roadway in an emergency, your vehicle must be visible for 200 feet in each direction. If you miss your exit on a highway, you should go to the next exit and come back. The left lane on an interstate highway is for passing only. A BAC of 0.02 is legal intoxication for those under 21, and a BAC of 0.08 is legal intoxication for those over 21. Implied consent means you have agreed to have your blood, breath, or urine tested. Refusing to be tested for intoxication will result in the loss of your license for 180 days. When someone under 21 transports alcohol in the vehicle with a parent, with a legal guardian, with a legal age spouse. Describe the open container law. No one can drive with open alcohol in the car. If involved in a crash where the damage is over $1,000, you must file a report to the DMV within 15 days of the crash. A license to drive is a privilege and not a right in New Hampshire. What is an insurance policy and why should you have one? A contract between you and the insurance company. It protects you from harm that you cause to others, yourself, and your vehicle. If you are under 20 years of age and you are convicted of a motor vehicle violation, your license will be suspended for 20 days. When a police officer has made a traffic stop, every driver should vacate any lane wholly or partially blocked. If it is necessary for a pedestrian to walk on the road, they should walk on what side of the road? Left. When passing a bicyclist going 30 miles per hour, you must give them how many feet when passing? 3. What are 2 limiting factors identifying motorcycles in traffic? Judging their speed and seeing them. What is a no zone? An area around a large truck that you should not be driving in for a period of time. Vehicle-pedestrian collisions account for nearly 20% of all traffic deaths each year.